Hello everybody! For this video, we ordered a huge crate of crawfish. There are exactly 1,000 pieces here. The most important thing is that every crayfish is still live. This is the most important sign of their freshness. Here are mostly medium-sized crayfish, but there are also such giants. So first of all, we unload all the crayfish into the sink. Prepare the pots, and begin to wash the crayfish from the dirt with a toothbrush. The dirtiest piece is the stomach, so there are 3 more active. Already cleaned crayfish are dumped into the saucepan. Really, the task is simple, but when you need to wash 1,000 crayfish, it'll take a while. So, we will cook most of the crayfish, cook the middle one in a cauldron, and the rest on coals. Let's start with the cauldron. Pour in some oil. Peel some ginger with a teaspoon. And cut into slices. You also need a lot of garlic. Crush the cloves so that they give off more flavor. And chop some green onions. We all dump this into the cold oil and kindle the fire. Our oil is saturated with aromas, and now you can fry the crayfish in it. We mix it all up. When all the crayfish are red, you can pour in some beer. Also a lot of Worcestershire sauce, chili sauce, teriyaki, and soy sauce. That's it. Cover with the lid for 10 minutes and let the crayfish stew. So everything is almost ready. All the liquid is turned into a glaze. So we mix it so that it sticks to the surface of the crayfish. And you can spread it out onto a dish. Now we turn to our cooking crayfish. Pour some water into a large saucepan. Take some Korean seafood seasoning. And pour out half a kilogram at once. Add quite a lot of paprika, a lot of salt, and mix. We will also pour out a whole bottle of lemon juice. Cut 10 fresh lemons in half. And throw them in too. Now let's cut some celery. It's perfectly for crayfish. Cut a couple of garlic heads. And into the mixture. We also need a lot of onions. Cut the bulbs in half. And also into the saucepan. Add the peeled potatoes and put the pan on the burner. Cover it with a lid to boil faster, then cook it all for 20 minutes. And finally, you can pour in the crayfish. We cover the lid again, and after 10 minutes, our Louisiana-style crayfish are ready. It's important to keep them on for another 2 hours to lie in this fragrant liquid. And then you can drain it. Pour the crayfish onto the dish. Louisiana crayfish are served with boiled corn, so we cut them into pieces and pour it on top. Just like that. And the last batch of crayfish needs to be put into the sleep for the freezer so that they don't suffer. And we'll light the coals in advance. Done. Now pour them onto the grill. We dump a lot of oil into the saucepan. We put it on the stove. We throw in a bunch of fresh dill, a lot of salt, and a mixture of peppers with peas. With all this, we flavor the oil. Now it just needs to be filtered. We fill the syringe with salted oil with the aroma of dill and pepper. And then we syringe the crayfish in random places. We transfer the already filled ones to the gastric capacity. This should be done with each one without exception. Now we put them onto a skewer. Ready. Let's go outside. And lay them all out the skewers over the coals. The shell heats up and the meat inside is cooked immediately with the fragrant oil. We turn it over in literally 2 minutes. Add 2 more minutes from the second side. Crayfish and the coals are ready. We pull them off the skewers into the gastric capacity. Let's prepare another batch. We pour out the last crayfish of our dish. These are exactly 1,000 crayfish cooked in 3 different ways. In the evening, we invited a lot of friends and relatives, and we all enjoyed these crayfish together. So now we've tasted each type and are ready to make a verdict. So the crayfish cooked on the coals get 3rd place. They're not as juicy as the others, and their claws kind of burned. The boiled crayfish of Louisiana get the 2nd place. They have delicious juicy meat, and it's a classic. And the 1st place goes to the crayfish in the cauldron. Thanks to the clays, they're the fattest and most fragrant, and the meat in them is straight sweet. By the way, all other eaters also liked this message of cooking crayfish the most. Like and subscribe to the channel, you guys. Bye, everybody!